Olis! My name is Zaire, or Zaire in Spanish. A lot of you guys know me as MadredeHuarache, and I moved to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta to be exact, 5 years ago. As this video is titled, I will be telling you guys how me and my fiance met. But first, I want you guys to just go ahead and subscribe, like, turn on the notifications so that we are all going to be up to date on every video that I make moving forward. Vámonos, let's get started. First, I want to give you guys a little bit of background on where I was in life before I met Isaias, because I feel like that context is really important as to why I decided to uproot my entire life and move to Mexico. I grew up in the Bay Area and I went to college at UC San Diego. I graduated literally in the pandemic. I was graduating with all of my classes online. Nobody knew what was happening in the world. My lease for my house in San Diego with my roommates was up in like August, I want to say, or September, and we graduated in June. So I had no idea what I was going to do. All I knew is that I wanted to move back to the Bay Area. So I packed up all my stuff after school ended and our lease ended, and I moved back to the Bay Area. Got a house in Cupertino with a few roommates. There were a lot of us in this house, you guys. Like, there was like at least 5 of us or something. It was insane. I was paying so much money. I was working in Oakland, so I was commuting every day to go to the office. I hated my life. Even though we were in the pandemic, I still had to go to like different specialty grocers to sell our product. I was selling vegan cream cheese, you guys. Like, my life wasn't what I imagined, you know? I moved back to the Bay Area thinking that it was gonna be the Bay Area in 2016, and it was not. If you guys know what invisible string theory is, it's when two people are meant to meet. There are different things in life that like bring them together. There are a few invisible strings in me and Isaias' relationship that I'm gonna kind of go through that will explain why it just felt so right for me to move here. First is my best friend Luz, her birthday is December 1st. Her boyfriend decided that he wanted to surprise her by inviting me and our other best friend, Micaela, on a trip for her birthday. He didn't tell her that we were gonna be on this trip, so we were literally there to like surprise her. We were just gonna have like a fun girls trip plus her man. Me and my best friend come a few days earlier. This is in the end of November because her birthday is December 1st. When me and my best friend Michaela got here, we were basically just like filling out Puerto Vallarta, figuring out what we were gonna do once our friend came here. We were staying at Buenaventura, which is like close to the Malecon. We basically just decided to go for a walk one day and see what we could find, see who was outside. While we're walking down the Malecon, this one guy comes up to us and he's like, "Hey, what's good?" He's cute, he's Mexican, he speaks English and Spanish. Like, this is a perfect person to show us around. He's like, "Hey, I just got off of work, so I'm really tired, but tomorrow we should all kick it." And me and my friend were like, "Yeah, sure. Like, we have another day before our best friend gets here. Let's kick it. Show us around. Show us what we should be doing here once she gets here." That day ends, and then the following day, he actually hits us up and he's like, "Hey, I just got off of work. What's good? What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Nothing. What are we doing? You know, like, what's good?" He comes, meets us downtown, and we just go partying at all of the little bars that are on like the Malecon, Mandala, Zoo, La Vaquita, all of those bars that really, or all those clubs, because they're like actual clubs. We go to literally every single one of them. We're just drinking, partying, whatever. It's like 2 a.m. and we're like, drinks are too expensive. They're not playing the music that we want to listen to. Let's go back to our hotel and just get a bottle, whatever. We try to get him into our hotel, but if you know the resorts or like resorts in general, you have to have a wristband to get into the hotel. He didn't have a wristband because he wasn't staying there. And so when we tried to like sneak him in, immediately the security was like, no, he can't come in. And so he was like, "How about we go to my house? I have a roommate. He probably just got off of work. Me and my friend were drunk." We are such yes men. When me and Micaela are together, it's like,
"Are you down? I'm down. I'm down if you're down. You're down, I'm down."
we literally are the worst influences on each other. We walked all the way from our hotel to this random man's house. Yeah, we did that. Once we get to his house, his friend opens the door and I'm like, The friend is fine. The friend is Isaias, you guys. It's my fiance. We go inside, we get some kawamas, we're drinking, we're listening to Kendrick Lamar. Isaias' English is so bad at this point. My Spanish is like Spanish 2 high school. It's really, really bad. I'm just saying words, no sentence structure. His English is better than my Spanish, but still, we're literally just Google translating things to communicate. He's teaching me how to play guitar. I'm showing him that I know how to play a song on the guitar. Just the cutest first meeting ever, in my opinion. So the night ends and the next day my friend is landing, right? Isaias and his roommate gave us some good suggestions on what we should do. We also asked the concierge at our hotel, like, what should we do? What is there to do? What are the best restaurants? And our concierge gives us a list. And I'm going to try to put like an image of, because I still have that picture. He gave us like 3 options of restaurants to go to. One of those restaurants is the restaurant that Isaias was actively working at. We had like 3 things on that list, and we decided to go to Margarita Grill, which is the restaurant that Isaias was working at. That night, my best friend gets there, we surprise her, it was all cute, and we go out to dinner, and where we end up going is Margarita Grill. It's a big restaurant, okay? There's bar seating, there's outside seating, there's 2 separate like dining rooms inside of the restaurant. Tell me why we are sat in Isaias' section. He's our server. Super random. I literally could not believe it. And honestly, I didn't even recognize him because it's still like COVID times. So he's wearing a mask. And I've only met him and seen him once when I was like really drunk. I don't recognize him at all, but he recognizes me. Like the night of the 30th, I want to say, of November, we eat dinner, the night goes on. The following day is my best friend's birthday. Everything's chill, everything's cute. You guys, tell me why Isaias and my best friend have the exact same birthday, December 1st. He actually ends up leaving on his birthday to go to Oaxaca. We celebrate my best friend's birthday. He's celebrating his birthday. We don't talk at all. I don't have his number. He doesn't have my number. We didn't exchange social media, nothing. Our vacation ends. We get back to the Bay Area. I get a random WhatsApp from a number and it's like, hey, I just wanted to say that I've been thinking about you. You guys, just because like I was like, wait, you're so cute. You asked your roommate to get my number? Like, that's so adorable. He was like, yeah, I had such a good time with you, yada, yada, yada. And we start texting. Literally every freaking day we're FaceTiming. We literally do not speak the same language, you guys, but we're texting, FaceTiming, messaging, everything. Eventually he's like, I want you to come back. Like, I want you to come visit me. This is like mid-December, you know, like we had been talking all of December. Maybe after Christmas, I'll come back and we can spend New Year's together. I ended up not being able to come on New Year's because I was working or something. I think something came up and I wasn't able to come back for New Year's, but I ended up coming on January 6th, 2021. I was supposed to stay for 1 week. 1 week just to feel it out, see if I still liked him as much as I did that night. You guys, this was the best week of my entire life. We did so much in that week. I'm gonna put like little clips here. We went hiking, we went to the beach, we just like had so much fun together that I ended up staying for an entire month. Just said I need to work from home and I stayed in Mexico for an entire month. After that, I went back home. I was just like so sick, so sad. I don't know, leaving your partner when you guys live like in different places, it's so hard. I've never been in a long distance relationship before. I stayed in the Bay Area all of February. Went back in March. No, I stayed for like 2 weeks of March, came back for my birthday. And after my birthday, we went to Yelapa. We had the best time ever. And I was like, okay, I'm moving. I just started getting things into motion after that. I was like, what am I going to do about my job? What am I going to do about this? My house, I had just signed a lease with a whole bunch of roommates. I had to get a sublease. It was a lot of stuff. I had a car. There was so much stuff that I had to figure out, but I figured it out because I literally knew that I was never going to be happy in the States. I hated working in an office. I hated living so far away from where I worked. I didn't like anything about my life in the Bay Area, honestly. Like, I was really sad and lonely a lot of the time. I would rather just start all over in Mexico than trying to do this 9-to-5 corporate life that I literally never wanted. Fast forward to June is when I actually packed everything up and I moved to Mexico, like full time. And then fast forward from June, July, I adopted Huarache. And after I adopted Huarache, I was like, there's no going back. Like, this is my life now. But yeah, that is the story of how I met my fiance and how I ended up in Mexico. I feel like I get this question a lot on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and I've answered it so many times, but this is like a place where you can always come back to find the story on how we met. Let me know if you guys liked this video and if you want more story times from me. My name is MadredeHuarache on literally everything. Follow me for more content about my life here in Mexico with my little doggy. Love you guys. Bye.